Time for another episode of NDL Sportscenter. Your host, Sammy33. Going forward, going to be switching to Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm about to head back to work, so to make sure that I can stay consistent with the days, I'm going to shift things back a day instead of Tuesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday. So let's get started. Starting SEC, Florida hosting Georgia. Big rivalry game, and very important for both teams sitting with one conference loss. Georgia on fire early, Beck finding Evans, and then 2nd and 1 from the 4. ETN getting the pitch, and he gets it to the end zone. The Bulldogs up 7. Next possession for Georgia, Smith getting the ball, jet motion, getting inside to 30, and then play action. Lurking is Mike for the interception. So big swing of momentum there. Georgia looking to go up 2 scores. Wilson, RPO, getting inside the 20-yard line, setting up Florida for an opportunity to score. 3 yards out, Jaden Baugh getting into the end zone. Game tied at 7. Georgia looking to answer big blitz. Beck getting hit hard, makes for a tough field goal, but from 54 yards out, the kick is good. So Georgia up 10-7. 3rd and 19. Big play here. Johnson gets the first down, just barely. 3rd and 15. Lagway looking again, just enough for the first down. So 2 3rd-and-longs converted, and then Montrell racing to the pylon gets in. Florida up 14-10. 3rd and 19 for Georgia, and look who's open deep. Smith sprinting into the end zone. Touchdown Georgia, 17-14. And that wouldn't be it. Evans, big punt return here, getting inside the 30-yard line, will lead to the dreaded hash kick. Just not enough over. So 17-14, just a couple seconds left. Lagway finding his target deep, leaving just a couple of seconds left on the clock. And what do you know? Mike makes the kick, tied at 17, going into half number 2. Starting out the half. Love it. Breaking a big one here. Going to get inside the 20-yard line, down to the 14. 4th and 2. Georgia opts to go. The blitz, and Beck is hit as he gets rid of the ball. Turnover on downs. Big play here. From their own 6, Elijah Badger catching the curl route, and getting all the way down to the 30-yard line. So a huge gain. But Georgia defense stepping up, stopping the draw. The kick right down the middle. 2017 Florida. Third quarter winding down. ETN from his own 25 gets out into the open field and to get inside the 35. So big gain for Georgia. Next play, Beck dropping back, finds Evans. Crossing route, tries a tightrope, but goes out at the 2. ETN gets into the end zone, so Georgia does get the touchdown, 24-20. Again, another big 3rd down, 3rd and 21. And Lagway finding his target deep, 4th and 4. Florida goes for it. And Lagway doesn't break a sack this time. He gets sacked, so turnover on down. So Georgia just trying to run out the clock, but a user poke right there. Ball comes out. And Florida looking to take advantage. Super Shredder breaks the tackle on the sack, and then Lagway takes it in from 25 yards out. So Florida takes the lead, 27-24. Big 3rd down drop there, but penalty for illegal contact, so Delp is off the hook. But 2nd and 12, Beck looking, throws a pick. So now Georgia's going to have to get a stop, get the ball back, and they do. Big stop there on 3rd down. The kick right down the middle. Florida up 6, so Georgia's got one last shot. 1st and 10. Penalty again. Delp getting out of bounds. That's going to be illegal contact. But instead of declining and getting the yards, what would have been a gain of 16, it's just a gain of 5. And then next play, interception. So Florida gets the stop they need defensively. They hang on and win 30-24. Lagway 10-12 for 253. Of course, the big run in the fourth for the touchdown. ETN 181 yards on the ground for Georgia, 2 touchdowns off the day. Let's head to the ACC. Louisville taking on Boston College. Louisville looking to bounce back after a loss to Miami in the last block, and they try to get off to a good start. They do. Tyler finding his number one target, Ja'Cory Brooks. He gets out into the open field, get tackled inside the 5-yard line. Then 3rd and goal, Isaac Brown cutting back, getting into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals, 7-0. BC looking to respond, and Thomas finding Lewis Spawn. We're tied at 7. Cardinals looking to respond. Tyler again finding Brooks, this time on a deep crossing route, and he turns on the afterburners. He's going to get in the end zone. It'll be 14-7 to end the first quarter. And with the ball, after a stop, big interception by the BC defense. That one's going all the way back for a touchdown to Williams, making it 14-14. But the kick return, couple of cuts, kicker blocked the whole time, and that's going to be a touchdown. So a quick response, Louisville retakes the lead, 21-14. BC looking for a big play. Jaden Skeet catching the ball downfield, and just enough usering by the secondary that slows him down, and that pays off because a big hit forces the fumble, recovers. He stays on his feet. He's going to get tackled around midfield, and that's going to lead to a QB sneak. So Louisville up 14. Next possession for BC. Trayshawn Ward taking a handoff, making it 28-21. And then a user alert. So BC back in business, looking to tie up the game. 1st and goal. Look at that. Stop everything. Tackled the running back and the quarterback. At least the 3rd and goal. Just about as good of a pass as you could have, but it's going to be incomplete. Then 4th and goal, the hash kick. Not enough. So 28-21 remains the score. Louisville responds. Brown finding the end zone again. The Cardinals up 14, 2 minutes to go. Louisville looking to make something happen, to drop in the bucket there, get inside the red zone. And then 3rd and 10. Looking, Thomas doesn't see, but he finds his target coming across. The 2-point conversion after. Well, he's looking, doesn't see anyone. Tries to turn upfield, gets hit, gets knocked into the end zone, just barely crossing the plane. So, the onside kick. Wow. Hit stick and a fumble. Instead of trying to kick and play defense, they say we'll give ourselves a shot here with the onside. It works. Big catch by Skeet. Then 2nd and 9. Inside the 20, wide open in the corner of the end zone. Boston College with the lead. Louisville looking to respond, and Tyler finding Jimmy Callaway. Breaks a big one there. Inside field goal range. So just trying to burn the timeouts. BC, and another fumble. Ball comes out. BC recovers, and they eke out the win on the road, 36-35. Both teams had over 350 yards of offense. The key stat, though, 4 turnovers for Louisville, 2 fumbles within the last 2 minutes. That hurts them and takes away an opportunity to close out the game. So, 71 combined points. North Carolina, Florida State. They have their work cut out if they're looking to hit the over in this one. And Florida State's defense has been kind of rough so far. Hampton showing why. 3rd and 8. Huge hole. Picks up the 1st down. And then 3rd and goal. Johnson looking. Finding McCollum. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Florida State's going to have to keep up. We know the defense won't. And Lawrence squeezing his way through traffic and breaks on the run up the middle. 75-yard score. Game tied at 7. North Carolina coming back, 3rd and 11. Hampton. Nice cutback over pursuit by the safety. He gets into the end zone. So 14-7. Bringing pressures North Carolina. DJ able to get rid of the ball just in time. Brown breaking free on the slant. The 75-yard score. Game tied at 14. Already 28 points in the first quarter. And not done. Murphy picking off the drag route. He gets into the end zone. So 21-14 the first quarter. Johnson dropping back. Got the tight end open, but just not enough air on the ball. Conrad picks it off, and he's able to get around enough guys, find his way into the end zone, 71 yards, 28-14. 4th and goal. Johnson finding McCollum again. 2 TD receptions for him. The lead at the 7. We head to half number 2. Lawrence taking the outside runs to the end zone, 35-21. Johnson responding, finding his target, Blackwell, for a touchdown. And then DJ responds, pump faking hold to safety, Benson getting into the end zone. The Florida State back up 14. 4th down, big play here. Hamilton making a touchdown reception to lead the 7. But Lawrence breaking a tackle gets into the end zone. Florida State back up 14. 1st and goal. RPO. Nesbitt. Touchdown reception. 2-point conversion. Hampton dragging its way into the end zone. So up 6 is Florida State. And in 3rd down, big sack, followed by McCollum getting a very nice return inside field goal range. 3rd and 12. Johnson looking for the target, finds him, but Blackwell drops the ball on the hit. So 4th down, game on the line, and finding Blackwell. So North Carolina up 1. Florida State got to score here. 2 timeouts, and Benson gets behind the defender and cuts into the safety, trying to make sure that he goes down. And after a run, they get the ball in the middle of the field, the kick up and good. So 52-50 with 2 seconds to go. Screen pass to Hampton. Looks to pitch it back. Florida State recovers. Out of bounds he goes. Man, 52-50. The teams combined for over 1,000 yards of offense. Max Johnson, 6 touchdown passes. North Carolina didn't punt the ball at all in this game. Florida State fortunate with those 2 pick sixes. Crazy game. Defense, yeah. ACC struggling with that this block. We'll head to some Group of 5 action. Memphis on the road taking on Charlotte. Charlotte and Memphis both have had high-flying offenses at points in the season and looking to do the same here to light up the scoreboard and getting going. Dangerous pass here. I hope he had his camera all the way back, but Blankumski getting into the end zone, but Memphis going up 7-0. Charlotte looking to respond. Brown to Brown. Crossing route on 3rd and 7. And with some maneuvering in the open field, he gets into the end zone. 7-7. Anderson Jr. responds, falling into the end zone. Memphis up 14-7. And then Weber. Looked like that was a risky throw, might have been picked off, but it's a big 1st down. And then Hudson says, you know what? Want something done right? Do it yourself. Lays the big hit, forcing a fumble, recovers it himself. And momentum shifting back to Memphis. And then 3rd and 8. Handing it off to the back. Anderson breaking into the open field. But turnovers. Big. Safety lurking. Culp with the interception. Trying to run it back. And he will. All he had to do was avoid one man. Good blocking by his guy. 86-yard score. Game tied at 14. Hennigan looking to find his target, Taylor. He's just looking to get started this game. First TD reception. Charlotte answers. Hellman with the touchdown run. We're tied at 21. And then with the half winding down, Hennigan finding Taylor again. Get tackle inside the 5, 2nd and goal. The kick, that's inside. Good thing it wasn't a hash kick. So 24-21 after Charlotte scores. Wide open is the tight end, Lanphier. That leads to a field goal. So Memphis back up 3. And then Kelman, that looked like it was going to be picked off. It's not. Breaks for a big run. Won't get into the end zone. But inside the 10 and then from the 1 finds his way in. So Charlotte ahead for the first time, 31-27. An interception. Balfour picking it off on 3rd down. He's going to run it back. So Charlotte up 38-27 headed into the 4th quarter. And again, finding a running back. Anderson making the catch. Gets tackled inside the 20. Taylor on the slant. Touchdown. So it's a 5-point game. Anderson having to weave through. But he finds his way into the end zone. So 2-point conversion. Good. Getting the ball back. 3rd down to set up. Hopefully a shorter 4th down doesn't work. But Drake makes the catch. The ball poked out. Florida, Georgia style. And Kelman ices the game. Gets the 1st down. Charlotte will hold on to win 38-35. Teams combined for 900 yards of offense in this one. 3 turnovers for Memphis. The pick 6 is hurt. And of course, the fumble late. Charlotte holding on to win. Still a dark horse. The AAC race. Speaking of races, the Big 12 starting to heat up. Arizona State hosting Cincinnati. Bearcats lost the heartbreaker to Texas Tech. They're looking to see if they can bounce back. Well, this isn't going to help. The screen pass picked off the user alert, and that's going to be returned all the way for a touchdown. So Cincinnati looking to go up 2 scores, and now they're down 7-3. Things weren't really going well for them in this half. The kick blocked, and ASU still holds on to their 4-point lead. 2nd down. Sam finding Mateer. Risky throw, but the pass complete. And then Cam, we know what he can do. Gets into the open field, sheds the tackle attempt. ASU up 14-3. Half winding down. Sorsby overthrowing an open target deep. We head to half number 2. Pressure coming. Ball comes out. That's going to be intentional grounding. That leads to a punt. And you don't get many punts better than this. Down at the 3, out of bounds. So, big blitz. And could this be a momentum shift? DJ Taylor picking the ball off. So Cincinnati looking to get back in the game. Sorsby back. 5th to this point in the game. Rough. Then 3rd and 21. Throws an interception. So ASU in field goal range. That ball was going to be down at around the 15. But he's still field goal. 17-3. And Sorsby having trouble with the deep ball on this one. Has a guy wide open. Just can't get enough air under it. That leads to an interception. Would have been a touchdown if he did. And then off the play action, Joe Royer getting into the end zone. And ASU gets the win at home 24-10. Defense playing a big part. 6 sacks by the Sun Devils. Gadabo with 114 yards and a touchdown. Sorsby, rough game for him. 3 interceptions, just 6 for 21. Accuracy an issue. Speaking of ACK, how about the MAC? Bowling Green hosting Akron and Maction just started midway through the first. Akron up 7. Wimberly juking the linebacker, spinning in and breaking free. A 46-yard run for a touchdown. Game tied at 7. After response, Kellum on 3rd and goal, taking a handoff in. 14-7. And then perfect blocking there. Wimberly getting in again. Akron responds off the bullet, quarterback, blast, draw, whatever it is. And then huge interception here. Alert. So Akron up 7. QB sneak by Bullock. Makes it a 28-14 game going into the half. Nice design play there. Wimberly very active. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And Simmons responding. So Akron back up 14. 3 minutes to go in the fourth. The RPO, Bannon Jr. makes the touchdown catch. And then Marquise Williams picking up the first down there. Akron able to ice the clock. They win 35-28. Wimberly with 3 TDs on 80 offensive yards. Akron 404 yards, 207 coming on the ground. Head back out to the AAC. Tulsa and Texas Fan hosting Temple at home. Tulsa having a good start so far to conference play, looking to keep it up. And they're up 7-0. Bill Jackson, nice run here. Great blocking. That's going to put them up 14-0. The defense coming up big. Interception right after that. And that leads to Jackson taking the toss for the pitch. Hits the corner. Gets in the end zone, 21-0. Temple responds. Littleton cutting back. 21-6. 2-point conversion, no good. And then big play here. Ethan Hall just finding his way into the end zone on this one. 72 yards. Tulsa goes up 28-6. They win this one 35-6. Jackson, great game for him. 175 yards on the ground, 3 TDs. Cooper, 8 for 12, 310 yards. Yak yards, huge. The wiggle stick working for Tulsa. And for the last game, let's head out to Northwestern. Undefeated, hosting Iowa. Iowa, rough out of conference, but doing work in conference play, looking to play spoiler here. At 3rd and 4, man, quarterback got blasted, but Johnson takes the pitch, picks up the first down, 1st and goal. Johnson slipping the tackle, flipping another touchdown. Hawkeyes 7-0. Northwestern looking to respond. Mike Wright, nice design play there. That's going to be a 1st down. And then 2nd and 9. Very nice design there. Not only is that a 1st down, almost a touchdown. Out of bounds at the 6. And then right, oh no, the run covered, the pass covered to Xavier. Able to outrun Mike, and that's going to be a touchdown. So Iowa, instead of it being 7-7, 14-0. And then the punt. Talked about good punts earlier. Look at this one. Out at the 1. But Iowa not to be deterred. Johnson with the motion makes the catch. But ultimately, punt will be forced. So Northwestern driving before the half, and Wright has Gordon wide open, uncovered. Missed opportunity there, but composure locked in. Kurtz found. So that's going to be a 1st down. 2nd and 12. RPO picked off again. This one, not ran back for a touchdown, but to midfield. And then Johnson on 3rd and 11, breaking the big run. A 44-yard run, won't get into the end zone, but knocked out at the 5. Then a risky one here, 3rd and goal. Iowa, no timeouts, runs the ball. Johnson finds the end zone, 21-0 at the half. Iowa's defense making plays. Interception here. Going to put them inside the 25. That leads to a field goal. So 3rd quarter winding down right. But you know what? I'll just keep it myself. Gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion. Ford makes the catch. 24-8. But Caleb Johnson trying to put this one to bed. Breaks for a 1st down there. Next play. Johnson. Great blocking by Iowa's front. Another 1st down. And then the next play. Johnson taking the stretch into the end zone. He had 4 TDs on the day, 187 yards. And Iowa knocks Northwestern the ranks of the undefeated with a 38-8 win. Wright missing some opportunities, 14 of 26 for him. 4 interceptions on the day. The interception in the red zone, another in scoring range. Just a rough day for Mr. Wright. And that'll do it for this episode. We'll be back look at some big action. Fighting game between Michigan and Oregon in the Big Ten conference race heating up as well. And then in the Big 12, the race for those two spots, the conference championship game, a couple of results may impact how that plays out.